All right, gentlemen, congratulations. Just named GNAC champions after beating Western Washington 65-62 in the championship game. Coach, just your thoughts on the win.
I couldn't be more proud of our guys. I think we had the tempo of the game where we need it every time that we play them. Obviously, if you were to look at stats over the course of the season, they would look like the best offensive team and we would look like the best defensive team. I don't know that that's necessarily the case. We try to be as efficient as we possibly can. But I do know tonight that our defense, our toughness, and these guys just being gritty, making some winning plays that we talk about every day to be able to get it done for us.
Okay, Pat, it was really fast-paced just from the opening tip there. They kind of got out in front of you at the beginning and took a three-point lead into the halftime break. What were kind of your guys' thoughts heading into the locker room?
We turned it over quite a bit early on. We knew we needed to slow down, and it all come down to getting stops on defense. And in the second half, we really, grinded each possession out and came up with boards, and we made it, every big play at the end of the game.
Okay, and David, you were named tournament MVP. There's a couple key points in this game I want you to kind of talk about. Firstly, early on in the second half, you hit back-to-back three-pointers that gave your team the first lead since you're up 2-0. Talk about that.
I hit the first one, and it came off really good. And I think I got a kick out in transition, or maybe a long rebound, and I shoot that shot a ton in open gym and when I'm working out on my own, and that's not necessarily a shot that our offense is looking for, but I had the confidence and I felt the situation was all right to pull up in transition for that three, and luckily I made it. But yeah, it was a big shot and obviously felt pretty good.
Another big part of that 16-2 run you guys had, you had a lay-in, then Riley got a quick steal, dished it out, and then you hit a three. That put you guys up 57-48. Just talk about how good you felt at that point.
I think the biggest play that you mentioned was Riley getting the steal. I mean, all those shots, whatever that I hit, it's not possible if I don't have these guys around me. Riley coming up with winning play after winning play. If you look at this, we have 5 different guys that had 5 or more rebounds. So we have guys completely selfless, going in there, rebounding, doing whatever it takes to win the game. So, those shots I hit don't mean anything if I don't have the guys making those big plays around me.
Okay, and Pat, you had 11 points, 5 rebounds tonight. Just talk about kind of what your mindset is, how you settled in there in the second half, and how you adjusted your play to help your team win.
Well, I wasn't shooting that well, obviously. Kind of an uncharacteristic game, in my opinion. But it came down to, still being aggressive on offense, but really focusing on little things like crashing the glass hard, selling out on defense, making plays, passes to people that were scoring, like Dave, getting them the ball. And, everything kind of seemed to work out.
And Coach, these have been your 2 best players all season long. Just talk about what they've meant to you and how they've stepped up.
You couldn't ask for 2 better seniors, and no disrespect to anybody else in our conference, but if I could pick 2 guys throughout the whole entire league, these are the 2 that I would take, and for a lot of different reasons. They not only compete in basketball, but they're great citizens, represent our institution extremely well. They compete in the classroom and have done a great job there. They do everything we need a senior to do to represent how the rest of the guys in our program should conduct themselves.
And guys, it's your senior year. Last year, Western got you in this game with the buzzer beater. Got you again in the regional finals last year. Now you have pretty much clinched a spot in the regional tournament. Talk about first beating them and then moving forward to the regional.
Well, being here 4 years now, I feel like I'm ancient, and I've had a long history with Western. I can still remember to this day playing Western at home my freshman year on Root Sports TV and ended up winning that game. It goes back that far for me. So the history of Western, myself personally, is just huge. And then with our team, the last 2 years, they left a really sour taste in our mouths, and we we knew that we were just as good, if not better than them, and we just had to kind of prove it. So this year was kind of less about talking about it and just going out there and proving it. And so for us to win those 3 games, I know you guys must think it feels good for us, but I think us 3 right here, really, it feels great to win those 3 games. I mean, I won't deny that.
All right, guys. Well, congratulations. Best of luck.
A real quick question. Austin Bragg had an alley-oop dunk, give them a pretty healthy lead in the second half. You called a timeout, and then you go on a 16-3 run. What was said during the timeout?
To be honest, I don't necessarily remember, but a lot of the communication in all of the timeouts was about being tough and doing all the little things that we've done since day one in practice. In a game like that, those are what you need to get through. And I'm looking at the box score right now. Western Washington has a fantastic team. They really rebounded. They've got great guard play. We talk a lot about the margins in regards to rebound margin and turnover margin. We think that on most nights, if we can win those, we'll win the game. And if you look closely here, we were +2 on the glass, and the turnovers were even, and we won a 1-possession game. So I think our guys made enough toughness-type plays to get us through it tonight.
And for David, same question. Do you recall what was said in timeout, or what changed with your mindset to completely turn the game around?
I think the players came into it realizing, I think were we down 8 at that point? We were down 8. I think it was 32-40. And I remember looking up at the scoreboard and just saying, you know what, we're fine. We've been in this position before. We're not hitting our shots. It's going to change on the defensive end. And I believe during that run we got 3 quick stops in a row with good rebounds, and we were able to convert on the other end. And I think just the guys rallying around each other, knowing that what Coach always preaches is do what we do. And so we kind of got that message in our heads, and we went out there and made the changes that we needed to.
And lastly, last year Western Washington won the regular season title, but you won the tournament title, so it's a split title. You win them both. I guess validate that you are definitely the champions. How important was that to claim both championships for either of you?
I don't know that part of it was necessarily important, but for where we are at in our season, we needed it to give ourselves the best possible seed in the NCAA tournament coming up next week. So regardless of if tonight was just a single game or playing for the conference tournament championship, we needed it.
And for either of the players, just winning back-to-back GNAC titles. Any comments on that?
It's great. It doesn't mean that. Once that means everything, it means a lot to all of us. Me being here 2 years and winning GNAC titles both years, Dave's played his 100, 130, 150 games here, whatever. We have a lot of experience, and just fortunate to grit that one out.
I don't think it's a coincidence that we've won back-to-back GNAC tournaments with his only 2 years here. So.
Perfect. Thank you very much.